This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Derrick Henry.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
39-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Back at the 43-yard
That's
line.
called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They begin with Henry. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 22, Derrick Henry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That second down play nets a -4.
29-yard line.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Love going to give this one to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long. Working out of the gun. Love.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. 23 yards the pickup there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, Jones. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he is going to lose yardage here. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Love now on second down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
By the Titans.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say you're...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
7. Brings up second and goal.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Second down, Love. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The tackle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7. At their 48.
Here's Jones. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Love now to pass on first down. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Packers. second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
It's up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Christian Fulton. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
9 yards.
So if we recount real quit. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Rookie 2nd-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And 3.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Strip that ball.
Again, it's Dillon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
That's going to be caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays. They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On first down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Kevin Byard.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the interception, Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy that...
And the 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Titans first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Right there, in the middle, 55. Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Amani Hooker. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Titans 18.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They run once more with Dillon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. And complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Score, Packers 35.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. On first down, Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Down right at the line of
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles.